Hey, what's happening, Wargamers? Welcome to another Marvel Crisis Protocol Battle Report from Aegis Brand Studios. I have my partner in crime, Troop, with me as usual. He really is just my partner at this point, so... Anyway, coming at you with another game today. We are running the Guardians of the Galaxy against the Spider Foes on a game of Montessi. And what's the other one we got going on there? Infinity Formula. Yeah, the two formulas. We got the Montessi Formula and Infinity Formula goes missing. So we had a nice big selection of 17 threat or 17 threat. So we chose 17 threat. So we have that coming at you today. We got our board set up. Everything is ready to go. And as always, leave your comments below. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. If you catch something we missed, definitely let us know about it. It definitely helps us get better. And we have some eagle-eyed viewers, which is always excellent stuff. Bonus points if you catch something that nobody else caught. I'm just going to put it out there. There's a couple of videos that have come out that there's been some stuff wrong in it that nobody has caught yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Easter egg hunt. Anyway, we're going to go take a look at everything. So yeah, you know the spiel at this point. Check out the comments below. Hit that like, subscribe. Let's get going. All right, we have Troop's Spider Foes. What you got for us today, Troop?
Well, you see, there's been some science that's been stolen. And Team Science is here to stop it. So we have Dr. Norman Osborn, Dr. Otto Octavius, Dr. Kirk Connors, Lab Assistant Crystal, and...
Dr. Violence.
Well, I was going to say former lab experiments, alien creature thing, Black Swan. But yeah, she's here for the science. And someone, I suspect, a rodent-like creature may have stolen some science, and we're here to get it back.
Sounds good. I love the little narratives you give here. That's always fantastic. And it looks like for your cards, we have Well-Laid Plans, Elemental Infusion, Sinister Traps, Patch Up, and Brace for Impact. So very nice selection we got going on there. And across the way, we'll have the Guardians of the Galaxy, led by Star-Lord, with Rocket Raccoon, Groot, Gamora, and being joined today by Steve Rogers, Captain America. So just going to bring in a little bit of violence from the Greatest Generation there. And then we have the Crew of the Milano, over-the-top deadly duo, We Are Groot, and Follow Me for our cards. And we're all set to go. We have the Spider Foes over here, Green Goblin on the flank, Lizard right in the center, with the Dr. Octopus, Crystal, and Black Swan on the other flank. With the Guardians of the Galaxy squaring off against them, we have Star-Lord matching off against Goblin. In the core, we have Groot, Rocket, and good old Steve Rogers, with Gamora on the other flank. So, Troop, you did happen to win priority. So we're going to go into round one with the Spider Foes going first. So during the power phase, Troop, what's going on here?
That is a Sinister Trap.
All right, now for people at home who don't know what Sinister Traps is,
choose an objective token. The first time a character ends its movement within 2 of that objective token, roll 5 dice. The moving character suffers 1 damage for each crit, wild, or hit result in the roll. And if the character suffered damage, it is pushed S. The character opponent resolves the push.
Very nice, very nice. And then on my end, I have some Wing It tokens to distribute. So Gamora, Rocket, and Star-Lord are getting my Wing It tokens. All right, we got Black Swan going. And, oh, that's right, she has flight, doesn't she?
Yeah, nobody on my team is going to have a problem today. So I'll just go there, and then...
Oh, you don't want her taking the...
No, she's not...
Yeah, just nudge her over a little bit so she's not overlapping there.
There we go.
Cool. All right, I dig it. We're going to respond to that early forward movement there with a rocket movement of our own. He's just going to walk up here. He's going to spend 1 power to pick up a book. And then, yep, he is within range 5.
Yep.
So we are just going to throw a 5 dice energy attack into what's her name over there? Black Swan. That's the name of the lady here. So we have 5 dice coming in. You do have cover. 2 dice, 2 damage. That's not terrible. I do have Winging It tokens though, so I got some rerolls if I want. blocking 2 of it. I am going to spend my wing it token. We're going to re-roll 2 of these dice. We're going to add 1 more damage. So 1 is going through.
Except I have cover.
Ah, darn, that's right. Ah, well. It's not like that winning token was going to do anything else for me this turn, I don't think. So nothing happens there. No damage is dealt. So no energy is gained. So that's kind of a moderate win, I guess. Dr. Kurt Connors is up next.
He's going to come around here, reach really far down to pick up a book.
He's got a very long tail.
Yeah, he's very strong.
Long
very strong. And then he's just going to move to the edge of this.
Staying up on the buildings, eh?
Yeah.
All right, who do you think you are? Daredevil? Batman? What's going on here?
Dare Batman.
Dare Batman. All right, Gamora. I had a couple different ideas here, but I think we're just going to play cagey. We're just going to move her up to here. And she is just going to sit on the objective. Get some power for it, get some points for it. I think that's what she's happy doing. Mr. Gob Habinski, the Green Goblin, going forward.
And he's actually just going to do one of these.
And stay within range 1?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Well, I guess that means that Star-Lord is just going to rock over here to get within range 1. Yeah, we're just going to put him right up against the wall, actually, with his move. And he'll hold on to that objective there. We got Dr. Octopus. And he's the one going for the
formula. Oh, there we are.
Yeah, you could definitely fit in there.
Yep.
Okay, and is he just going to hang out?
Yeah, that's his day.
All right. Groot is just going to do a move to there, and then... Oh, you know what? That's a size 3 piece of terrain. He's out of line of sight here. Makes it a little bit more difficult for anyone to go after him. And he's bodyguarding Rocket. So I think what we're actually going to do is we're just going to do both his movements just to get him right over to there, I think. So still within range 2. I don't think you have a lot of displacement that you can hit me with just yet.
Not yet.
So I think I'm happy there. I don't like that dead book there. That's bothering me a lot. But that is Groot's activation. Last up on the side of the spider foes, we have Crystal moving on up.
And then she's going to use a lovely... let's go with her... let's go with hydrokinesis.
All right, who are you targeting?
I'm going to see if I can target Rocket.
Rocket.
I think I'm just out.
Yeah,
it's
unfortunately, you're not getting Rocket.
I'll just move up ever so slightly then, and she's done.
All right. And the man out of time is just going to do a move just to get over to here. And yeah, just sitting on an Infinity Formula just to get a little bit of extra power. And I think that is round. So at the end of the round, because of the cursed book in the middle there, we're actually sitting at an even score. We're both sitting on 2 of the Infinity Formulas. We both have 1 book apiece. So yeah, it's 3 points a pop. And I don't think there's anything we really have to take care of in the power or in the cleanup phase at this point.
Yep.
All right, so we're going into round 2. The spider foes still have priority. We've given out our extra power and all that sort of great fun stuff. I don't think any of us have anything to do in the power... Oh, winging the tokens.
What? No, you said you had nothing you wanted to do.
We're going to give it to Star-Lord, Steve, and Gamora. I think is getting the winging it tokens there. Yes. And I think that is all I had to do in the power phase itself. So, Troop, you're starting with Goblin?
Yeah, and he's very green. And
so green.
He's just going to come up here onto that.
There we go.
Thank you. And yeah, I'm just gonna do pumpkin bomb.
Looking at Mr. Star-Lord here, right?
Yeah, nice gentle pumpkin bomb for him.
Okay, this is energy, physical, because you can choose with pumpkin bomb. I think, right?
I can.
3s across the board, sir.
Well, you know what? Then it's definitely gonna be energy because these are explosions.
All right. He's not just pelting me with pumpkins.
Yeah.
Okay, I can live with that. Yeah, Oscorp weaponry doesn't come into play just yet. Uh-oh. Well, I got a wing in a token, so that's good. But you get to start choosing your stuff first.
I am not going to choose anything
this
time.
Sorry. And what's Oscorp weaponry do for you again?
Once per turn, when an allied character is attacking during the modify opponent's dice step, it may reroll one opposing defense.
So you're going to try and reroll one of my dice.
Yeah.
Would you like to reroll that shield?
I think my modify comes before yours, right? Oh, no, it's my dice.
No, because I've modified mine. Now we're into modifying opponent's dice.
I will modify that die.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. All right, I'll take it there. Now, here's the interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
I could do, let's see here. Technically, oh no, I've already skipped that step. Oh, darn it.
What did you want to do?
No, I couldn't have done it because I rolled, I should have done Plucky Attitude before the Winging It dice.
Okay.
Because I didn't roll any shields initially, so I would have actually re-rolled all 3 of those dice.
Okay.
So instead, I'll take 1 point of damage, it looks like.
And I'm also going to give you Incinerate.
Incinerate, that's okay. All right, cool. We're going to activate Old Man Captain America here, and we're going to pay 2 for On Your Left, and we are going to advance him right over to here, get him within range 2 of Crystal. So he has no power at the moment, but because he's now within range, or he has 1 power, I should say, because he did have 3. And we're going to do a Stars and Stripes into Crystal here. So 5 dice, looking for that hit and that shield for the flurry. And no shield. Oh well, 4 damage. I'll still take it.
I'm going to use Crystal's reroll.
Yes, sir. I think that's a good call. So 4 damage is going through. Is there anything you got in response to that one?
Not for that one, no.
So just 4 damage. Okay. Well, with all that power, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do an I Don't Like Bullies into Black Swan there. I'm not even looking for the damage here. I'm actually just looking for the hit in the wild trigger. Because that'll throw you away and put a slow and a stun on you. Got the hit in the wild. There we go. And you're blocking 3 of it, and I think do your wilds do anything for you in this case? I think they do, actually.
So it's actually your wilds that I do things to.
All right, so your Midnight Field Troop, what's it do?
I'm going to change one of your...
Well, actually, hold on. Before we get to that step.
Sure.
Before we get to that step. I have a Winging It token here.
Yes.
Do I want to use it? No, because I think I'm about to be punched really hard. Because I was thinking I could fish for like another wild or something like that right there. Because you're about to turn off one of my wilds, aren't
and
you?
if you got another wild, I could turn off both.
You had the power to do it, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend 1 power and change one of your wilds to a blank.
Yeah, so no damage is going to go through. Triggers do not hit. So that was very unfortunate 3 power spent there. Sounds like Crystal's up next, and what's the score?
She's going to be using a tactics card here.
Yep.
We got Elemental Infusion.
Yes, sir.
Spend 2 to play this card until this character is dazed or until the end of the round. When an enemy character within 3 of crystals suffers damage from an allied effect, after the effect is resolved, the character gains one of the following special conditions: Incinerate, Slow, or Stun.
So you're just looking to put a whole bunch of conditions onto Steve, it sounds like.
Yeah, potentially.
Okay.
So
and how much power did she spend for that?
she spent 2.
All right, so you got 4 left.
4 left, and then I'm going to blast him with Earthshaker.
How many dice is that?
I gotta make sure that he's within range 1 first.
Oh, it's range 1?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe I am.
And I won't Earthshaker. It looked like it, but...
You have lots of other options, though.
Yeah, instead I'm going to do Hydrokinesis. It's a 4 dice energy attack.
Okay, so I got 4 dice against this myself. Beautiful. And this has like a wild trigger to it, doesn't it, as well?
Wild Slow.
Wild Slow. And I think I see a push on there as well.
Not for this deck. Hydrokinesis.
Oh, I was looking at Hurricane Blast. Okay.
Yep.
All right, bring it on. Oof.
Got the wild.
that is actually very important. I will block it, amazingly so. Although that's a lot of skulls.
I also have a reroll here.
You do indeed. I'm still blocking it.
And then I'm gonna Oscorp Weaponry your wild.
Okay. It doesn't really matter which one you Oscorp Weaponry.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like I'm taking 1.
Okay, and then I will apply Incinerate to you as well.
Okay. And of course, that was just action number 1.
That was action number 1.
Yep.
Action number 2 is going to be Hurricane Blast.
And did you get power for that, by the way?
I did. I got 1 power off.
You got 1 power for it. Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to do Hurricane Blast. This is a wild push.
All right, bring it on. Oof. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, well you get your first reroll.
Yeah. Crystal?
Yep. Oof. Okay, and I'm going to use my wing it tokens at this point. Oof. I'm taking 3 damage. You've already Oscorped. I'm pretty sure it's once per turn. I think it's once per turn anyway.
Oh no, it is once per turn. It totally is.
So you've already Oscorped.
Yep.
So no shenanigans there. So you did 3 more damage to me.
3 more damage.
And as a result of all these shenanigans, you have put a bunch of conditions on me. Incinerate, stun, and slow. So Steve is very much slowed down.
And then I'm going to spend 4, and I'm going to do an Elemental Onslaught and do another attack.
Okay, I am all for that. Bring it on. In this case, I am going to spend 2 because I do have a whole bunch of power.
Yep.
And I'm going to add 2 dice.
Of course.
To my defensive rolls here. So I'm rolling 5 now.
This is another Hurricane Blast to push you away on a wild. Not yet.
I'm blocking 3 of it. So even with your reroll, no wild. So no more damage going through on Steve there. He is happy with where it's at. So no pushes. Do you have anything else for Crystal, or is that?
That's Crystal.
That's Crystal. Oh, you know what? 4 damage on Steve. That's not too shabby at all. We are going to activate Groot, and we're going to walk him over to here. I think that's where we want him to be.
Within 2?
Of
the book.
Oh yeah, you know what? I don't want to walk him over there actually. And walk him over there. That makes a lot more sense. That also puts me within 3 of Crystal.
Yep.
Actually, just going to put him right back there. And his second action is going to be a strike into Crystal. So 5 dice strike into Crystal. You will get cover for this.
Ooh.
Oof. Lots of violence. So 4 damage coming through. Even with your reroll and cover, you're only blocking 3, but I think she only has 1 health remaining.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, so Crystal is down. That actually gave me the 1 power that I needed in this case to do some healing, because I think I want Steve to survive a tiny bit longer here, and I'm going to spend. Am I going to? So I was thinking about healing Steve up for 2. But you know what? I don't think it's time to use We Are Groot. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 power, and we are going to root Black Swan. Looks like Black Swan is up next.
Yeah, I'm going to lay down some beatdown for the violent Steve.
Yeah, you're definitely within range. Thankfully, I've limited what you can do here. I'm not getting everything dies coming into my face here.
Not just yet.
Not just yet.
Yeah, this is just going to be a strike. And yeah, I'm going to deal you damage and potentially push you away.
How many dice is this?
5 dice.
5 dice? Ooh, do I spend the 2? No, you know what? I'm not going to spend the 2 on this one. I'm just going to rely on my 3 dice and hope only 1 goes through.
Okay.
I think I gambled correctly. Yes. You can Oscorp weaponry one of those, but I'm still going to have 1. So I don't think it's worth using the Oscorp weaponry.
Yeah, no, that's fine for right now. I'm going to attack you again, as it turns out.
All right. You know, I think I'm okay with the 3 dice this time, because I have a game plan.
Perfect.
I'm actually kind of okay with that result, too. Especially considering with Oscorp weaponry, I'm still blocking it all.
Yep.
Why is my Violent Steve way more defensive than my defensive Captain America on the Avengers? Like, this is a little baddie.
Oh.
So second game in with him, and he's just sitting here tanking everything that comes at him. Oddly enough, it's once he's like at 4 or 5 health, he just starts tanking everything.
Yep.
I feel good about that. And then we have an activation on Black Swan. That was very unexpected, and I'm happy. Good for you, Steve. We are going to activate Rocket, and he's just going to scurry up and over, right to there. Staying within range 2 of Groot, because, you know, Rocket wants to be protected. And we're just going to put some shots into Goblin there.
Okay.
So just a 5 dice energy. Nothing big or fancy here. For 2 damage. Take that. And you got cover, so you've blocked it.
Yeah.
Okay. Rocket fails to do something once again. That's unfortunate. Mr. Lizard, staying outside of range 2.
Yeah, staying out of range 2, just hanging around this corner here, and I don't know if I'm in range 2 of Steve. I'm
just
not.
out.
That's okay.
But you do have a magical book that you can throw at him.
And fortunately, being a lizard, I was well versed in the lines of science, and so I shall blast you with science.
No, that's Kurt Connors. This is Lizard Brain. Lizard Brain throws the book.
No, I can read.
So,
This says lizards hit with everything.
So 6 dice coming in. Oof. Okay, I don't think Steve's walking away from this one. Nope, Steve's not walking away from this one. So that is the last 2 damage you needed to daze him. But you gave Steve the power I was hoping you'd give him. Because next turn he can now do some follow me shenanigans, depending on how things happen. So yeah. And I think that's it for Lizard, isn't it?
That is.
All right, cool. All right, we're going to go with Star-Lord here. And as much as I want to run over here and grab a point over there as well, I think I got to do something about Big Old Goblin here. Because it's not like he doesn't have power to do things next turn anyway either. So we are going to spend 3 power and we're going to do a full auto into him. All right, I'm looking for a whole bunch of wilds here. If I get 4 wilds, I will be super happy. In the box. That's no wilds. Thankfully, I have a wing in it token on him though. So you're only blocking 1 of it so far.
Remember, you also have your...
Plucky Attitude, I got a hit.
Oh,
so Plucky Attitude doesn't go on.
That's correct.
No wilds! I hate that. But at least I'm dealing 3 damage to Goblin.
Yeah.
So that's something at least.
Good start.
Sorry, earlier in the match I had already used my wing in it token, so I should have 1 less success onto Goblin there. So only 2 damage, not 3. And I guess what we're going to do is we're just going to do a regular 5 dice attack into Goblin. And let's see if I get lucky, and these are all going to be crits and more successful crits. And oh, there's my wild. So 4 damage this time. All right, and it looks like you're taking 4. I almost dumpstered Goblin in 1 row. That's not too shabby. And now we got lots of power too. Cool. Dr. Octavius is last one to activate for you.
Yeah, and he's just gonna climb down the side of this building.
Going to get within range 3.
Try to get range 3.
Little. There you go. Now, sadly, we've already done a whole bunch of measuring. And
Yeah.
you're just down to range 1, so unfortunately, you're not able to hold that objective as well.
Quite do it, yep. But I can unleash the power of my arm lasers.
Yes.
And it's a 6 dice, ignores line of sight and cover.
Ooh, that's a lot of dice. I
And
didn't realize it was 6. I regret giving suggestions now.
I was always planning on it, it's fine.
All right, bring it on.
Here's some dice.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
Those are... So this does have a pierce.
I'm really regretting not spending 2 power for some extra dice now. Or not extra, yeah, for extra dice. You just dumpstered her, man.
Winging it.
I don't think winging it's going to matter because you got the pierce, right?
I do,
So
yeah.
even if I get 2 successes, you're getting 5, you pierce 1 of mine, you deal 6.
Because I rolled a wild, I get a power from it.
That is friggin' Dog Ock just walking in and dumpstering Gamora.
Best he's ever done.
Now the upside is Gamora is now a viable target for Follow Me as well.
Yep.
And she now has a whole bunch of power. She now has 9 power.
Yeah.
She's gonna have 10 going into the next thing here. That is just bonkers, man. Whew. Okay, with that obscene show of violence at the very end there, like just absolutely obscene show of violence, we are into the end of the round. So taking a look at it, we both have 1 book that is thoroughly being enjoyed by Rocket and Lizard. So the 2 animals are the ones who are reading. We each
have 0 formulas.
So we're both getting 1 point. This is a very low scoring game so far. And we are going to rock into round 3 where the Guardians now have priority. And I have a whole bunch of power to clap back here. So this is going to be exciting. All right, we're going to lead off with Ms. Gamora here, the deadliest woman in the galaxy. Out for violence. Unfortunately, with what I have to do here, I'm only getting 1 action. But what we're going to do is we're going to move over here. bring my winging it token with me. And we're going to spend 4 power to do a Cosmic Assassin, and we're going to start by targeting Miss Crystal up here. So this is a good old 6 dice attack coming in here with a Wild Pierce. And I got to remember deadliest woman in the galaxy here. Alright. So you're not blocking anything yet. So I got to do my modifies first. So I can change 1 die result to a hit for every wild in the attack roll. So, boom, 5 damage. And there's the Pierce going off here as well. So even if you succeed in this,
yeah, that's fair.
the Pierce is going to go through. I'm going to deal 5 damage to Miss Crystal, which I think takes her down.
Yep.
So Crystal is just gone in an obscene display of violence. And unfortunately, because Gamora was way better at her job than I thought she would be there is now no longer a target to measure from.
Yep.
So unfortunately, no more second Cosmic Assassin. So she has 6 power left, which she is going to spend on Follow Me.
Okay.
And we're going to activate Mr. Steve Rogers. And for those following along at home who don't know what Follow Me is, it is a reactive card. Basically, during the active player's turn at the end of their activation, they can spend 6 power and choose another friendly character within range 3, and they basically get to activate right away. So this is also kind of a way for me to kind of maintain priority this turn as well, unless Steve just absolutely pops off and does something stupid as well, which, honestly, who knows? Alright, so Steve is going to spend 3 power, and we're going to do a, what's the thing called? I Don't Like Bullies into Black Swan. So this is going to be 7 dice. I got a winging it token for some rerolls here, looking for that hit and that wild. Looking for a bunch of wilds here, actually. I got 1 wild so far. 2 wilds, good.
That's a good number.
It's a very good number. And you got 1 wild in there. And how's your Midnight Sun work? Or
Midnight Field, I can pay X. I also have to pay 1 for roots. And I can change a wild result to a blank.
All right. So I think what I'm going to do here is I do have winging it tokens. I'm going to gamble here. I'm going to take away 1 of my hits in the shield, and I want to get 1 more wild.
Okay.
There's that wild.
Okay.
So there we go. I think I actually just did a whole lot of violence into Black Swan.
And I think...
At this point, I don't know if it's worth spending the...
it is, because it'll keep her alive.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Oh, that's right, she only has 6.
Yeah, so I will...
You are blocking 1 of them at the moment.
Yes. That'll put her to... Yeah, 5. I'm still gonna pay the 2 and knock that.
Get rid of 2 of them?
Nope, just 1.
Oh, just 1?
I pay 1 for root.
Oh, that's right.
So your root was very effective.
Okay, so you're blocking 2, so you're only taking 4 damage.
4 damage.
But I got both my triggers off there.
You did?
Now, for anyone who's watched in the past, they know that we treat these as part of the terrain on the building itself.
Yep.
So it's not going to be interrupted by a throw here. So we are going to toss you, we're just going to toss you medium. And I don't think you have the power to do both a charge and an everything dies, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so we're just going to toss her all the way back there, make things a little bit more difficult for her to do things. And because we got language off as well, we are going to put a slow and a stun onto her as well. That's actually a really big deal as well. And with that, what we're going to do is a Stars and Stripes attack into Lizard here, so 5 dice. And I got my flurry off. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't get my flurry off. That makes me upset. No. You're going to block it. Yeah, you've blocked it all. So I didn't get that off. I am then going to spend 2 power to do on your left. And he's just going to get right back to here. And call it a day. Goblin, seeing a whole lot of violence on the other side of the table there, has decided to activate and use his whopping 10 power.
Yeah.
He's got so much power.
So, I'm going to do a... we'll just do a Knight of the Goblin.
Yeah. How much power is this?
It's just 4.
Okay. And I take it Star-Lord is the poor, unfortunate recipient of this?
That is correct. That is correct.
That sounds about right.
And, it doesn't matter what I use. So this is, he's getting hit in the head by pumpkins now. So
sure is. Bring it on. I'm okay with this so far. So you have your crit, though. So add your
I do have crit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you do have a crit.
Yep.
There you go. 4 damage. I'm blocking none of it, but I got my wing, or not my winged tokens, but I got plucky attitude first. So
Yes.
first off, do you have any rerolls to do on yours?
I don't.
Okay. So plucky attitude. And then we're going to use my winged token. We're going to block 2 of it.
I'm going to Oscorp tech.
Yes, sir. All right, so I'm going to be taking 3 points of damage, which keeps Star-Lord in the game at the moment, which is, I needed to at least make you expend 2 actions, right?
Yep.
If you got him in 1, that would have just been rough. And we still have 1 more action to do here. So what is Goblin up to next?
I think he's just going to... Oh, shoot. That was Night of the Goblin, not Pumpkin Bombs. He might have got hit with pumpkins on Night of the Goblin, but that's fine, because this is actual Pumpkin Bombs.
He's still just throwing a whole bunch of pumpkins around no matter what.
And I do have the option of throwing pumpkins or explosions. So this time it's going to be explosions for him. I'm also going to spend 2 for hit and run.
Yep.
So hit and run into pumpkin bombs. Here
Sounds
we go.
good. Even on a perfect roll, I can't block this. Oh, but I have... Okay, so actually, if I roll 2 defenses, I'm good.
Yeah.
Plucky attitude! Plucky, man. Hey, I'm blocking 1 of it, and I'm taking 3 still, so I'm still going down.
Yeah.
So that is Star-Lord dazed. And you're going to hit and run. Now, we've done some measuring. We think you're able to get Goblin out of range 5 of Rocket and still be within range 1. The big wild card is going to be if your base is all the way on.
Yeah.
All right. And no, sir.
Nah, it sucks.
But you know what? Rocket hasn't really been doing much of real interest this game anyway.
Fair.
So I don't think you're too worried about that.
Yeah.
Although if I could take off that last point of damage.
I'd prefer if you didn't.
Yeah, I know you'd prefer he didn't, but whew, ouch. Anyway, yeah, nice turn. All right, we're going to activate Groot. And we are going to trigger Sinister Traps. So what we're going to do is we are going to walk right to there. Sinister Traps gets triggered. And does the push happen regardless, or is it only if damage is dealt?
You have to suffer damage.
Okay, so there is a chance that Groot doesn't get pushed away here. So you roll 5 dice, and you're looking for hits, crits, and wilds?
Hits, crits, and wilds.
So 2 damage.
2 damage.
All right, that is okay. I will take that. Where are you going to push him? Because you can push him short now.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to push him that way.
All right, and then he's just going to move short back. Yeah, that's basically all that's going to happen right there. And he's going to spend 1 power to pick up the book.
Okay.
So he now has a book, and he's going to spend 2 power to do Living Plant.
Yep.
And he's going to regain his health. And he's down to 1 power, and he's going to call it a day, I think. Dr. Octopus is up next. And I think, Troop, is this... Are you going to fish for well-laid plans?
No. Well, yeah, I'm going to do a strike. I have a range 3 strike. It's only 4 dice, so let's see what we can do.
Okay, so I got 3 dice against this, and I'm not close enough to get cover. Okay, you got 2 there.
So flurry of arms means that that's actually 3. All wilds count as an extra thing.
Oof. And does the wild give you extra power, or
it does?
It does.
Oh no, I lied. I only get that off of crits.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, here goes nothing. In the box. Looks like I'm blocking none of it.
Okay.
I'm blocking none of it. Yep, that's unfortunate. So I'm taking 3 points of damage there.
Yep.
Which is going to give you the power you need to do a well-laid plans. Which is going to force me to drop a whole bunch of objectives.
Yep.
And I think this is the turn to do it, if anything, right?
It is.
So, okay. So, well-laid plans. So, Goblin and Doc Ock, I think both have to spend 3.
Yep, that's correct.
All right.
Okay.
So, for people at home who don't know, Troop, what does well-laid plans do?
Roll 5 dice for each enemy character holding an objective token. The enemy character suffers 1 damage for each crit and each wild rolled. A character damaged this way drops all objective tokens it's holding. The player playing this card chooses where the order in which the enemy characters are affected.
All right, so who do you want to go with first?
I'm going to start with Gamora.
Gamora's not holding one.
Well, then I'm not going to start with her.
It's Groot and Rocket.
I'll start with Groot.
Groot? Okay. So
nothing.
Okay, so it's hits, crits and wilds. Okay.
Crits and wilds, yeah.
I was a little worried there for a moment. But he is going to drop the book, so we'll take care of that in a second. Oh, damage has to be done?
A character damaged this way drops all tokens.
Okay, I thought it just drops no matter what.
Nope. Okay, and here we go.
And
nope.
Oh my goodness, that was very much unexpected. I don't think I've ever seen a well-laid plans get nothing.
Me neither.
That is kind of crazy. Now, were you tracking if you rolled any crits on there?
Yeah, I was, because crits would have been your
advantage
to drop the book.
That's right. So he didn't even get power for that.
No.
That was just rude.
So that's disappointing, but I still have another action with him.
You do. And Gamora did do very poorly on her defense. Do you want to try and take her out?
Yeah, I guess I'll throw another striker and see if I can make
now,
this.
I do have winging it token, so I do get some rerolls.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of that before you committed to it.
I got a hit.
I guess I'll block.
Yep.
Even with Oscorp weaponry. Wow, that's
the thing.
Dude, Doug Ogg went from having an amazing turn to just kind of going, why am I here? He's contemplating his moral ambiguity in this game.
A little too much science on a left fight there.
Yeah, I think he's eyeballing like a hot dog stand off in the distance there or something like that.
He can throw those.
He can throw those. And you don't really have anything around you to throw either.
Nope.
Darn, dude, I feel bad for you. That was a rough activation.
It's solid though. We're okay.
All right. Well, I guess we got one more activation for the Guardians. Rocket is just going to play the points game here. And what we're going to do is we are just going to rocket on over. And then rocket on over. And he's just going to grab that objective. Nothing fancy. Forced Lizard to come over here and engage with the game, but I'm actually looking at a decent point swing this time. Looks like I'm getting, at the moment, I think 4 points, depending on what Lizard does. However, before we finish Rocket's turn, we're going to play Crew of the Milano, and there's not a whole lot going on. Basically, I'm doing this just to regain 1 health on Gamora, to see if she can hang around a little bit longer. So I do feel like I'm kind of wasting this a little bit, but she'll basically gain 1 health, and, I mean, I'll drop some negative tokens, but whoop-de-doo basil in this case, but give her 1 more health. And for people who are unfamiliar with Guardians, or the Crew of the Milano, any number of Guardian characters may spend 1 power to play the card. Each character that spent power removes all special conditions. Oh, I don't get health back for this. Never mind. I'm not playing that. Undo. I'm good at this game. All right, I can't heal her, so I think Gamora's going down. Lizard is up next, and
what's he going to use? The Montessi Formula's special spell.
He's going to throw a book at me?
Yeah. It's dangerous energy kind of book.
Okay. 4 damage. I don't know if she's staying up from this one. So I'm blocking 2 of it.
Oscorp?
Yes, sir. Yep. And so I'm taking 2. So she's still standing.
3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, she's down.
Yeah.
She's gone. Because unfortunately, your modify happens after my modify, so...
Yeah. And you had 2 skulls otherwise, right?
Yeah, I wasn't able to re-roll any of those things. So Gamora is down. And with the second action, Lizard is going to start Lizard or Rocket hunting over here.
Yep.
Thankfully, Rocket's not getting attacked just yet.
Yeah, he's got a moment.
Yeah. And then that just brings us to Black Swan.
And Black Swan's just going to do a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, because this is still an objective game.
Yeah, and then she's going to shake her root.
Oh, okay, that's not the one I was expecting to see shaken. All right, cool. And that's going to bring us to the end of the round. So this has actually been a very, even though I lost Gamora and Star-Lord got dazed, this has been a very good turn for the Guardians. I picked up 2 of the Infinity Formula serums.
Yep.
And I got 2 of the books that miraculously did not fall out of my hands. And you have 2 serums yourself. So it's going to be 4 points to 2. So I think I go up to 8 and you will go up to 6.
Yep.
So it's still very close game as we're going into round 4. Jeez, yeah, still very close game. Still a lot of things that can happen here. So let's see what happens with round 4 with Guardians of the Galaxy. So at the start of the round, we'll give some winged tokens to Star-Lord, Groot, and Captain America. And now I just need to figure out who I'm going first. I think it's got to be Groot because we're looking at a charge with an everything dies from the little miss over there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move Groot. I feel really bad abandoning Rocket this way.
You can take Lizard. It'll be fine.
Yeah, raccoons against lizards. Raccoons always win, right?
It's a natural thing. Have you ever heard of mongoose?
Because the other catch is, unfortunately, I can't get within range 2, so I can't go after Doc Ock, which is really kind of unfortunate here. But I want to stay outside of a bunch of different ranges here.
Groot's strike attack is range 3.
Oh, so it is. I keep thinking he's range 2. I think his old card was range 2.
You're probably right. I Am Groot is still also 2, so he has to be a little bit closer for his bigger attack.
I don't have the power for that anyway.
Exactly.
I am, however, spending 2 power, and congratulations. She is rooted once again.
Aww.
Yeah, I gotta control her, man. Like
it's true.
A charge into everything dies is just a bad time for anyone on my team, right?
It's true.
And then I guess we'll just do an attack into Doc Ock. And Groot is actually going to read a book and use the power of words. By that I mean he's throwing a book at Dr. Octopus.
I am Groot.
And he's gonna. It's his review. It's not a very positive one. So we got a 6 dice attack. Only 2 damage. You're blocking it. You're blocking all of it because you got your cover in there as well, and you rolled a crit. So you get some power for that. Oh, I have a wing in it token.
Do you want to roll some dice?
Do I want to roll some dice? You know what? Because I got to decide. Oh wait, you got to roll your crit first. Oh no, you already rolled your crit.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, you haven't taken any damage yet, have you?
I haven't. I do need to warn you that I do have Oscorp. No, I don't have Oscorp here. Never mind.
Yeah, Oscorp's not attacking.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I don't think there's any real benefit to using the winging it tokens here. At most, I deal 2 points of damage to you.
Okay.
And that just gives you more power. That would put you at what, 6 power total?
It would.
Yeah. Because that gives you 2 arm lasers then.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, I'm not going to do it. Goblin is activating up next, and you're just going to try and take out Star-Lord?
Well, I'm throwing some bombs at him. So here we go. This is, of course, energy, because these are explosions.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Just wow. Plucky attitude. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Better.
I blocked 3.
Better, yeah.
You don't have any rerolls? Yeah, so Oscorp weaponry. Alright, cool.
In. So you're going to take 2?
Taking 2. Oh my goodness, that counts. Thankfully, I didn't have to use my winged tokens just yet.
That's fair.
But oh my goodness. Oh, violence everywhere. That did give you enough for Night of the Goblin.
It did.
It also gave you enough to do a hit and run. I don't know if hit and run is really worth it for you.
I don't think hit and run's worth it, but I think I'm going to do a Night of the Goblin into Star-Lord again.
Yeah. I mean, if you can take out Star-Lord, get rid of my leadership here, that actually kind of makes it for a big deal, right?
Yep.
So.
Okay, here we go.
Bring it on.
These are dice. That's a crit.
Okay.
Just 1.
And you don't have an Oscorp weaponry anymore.
Not anymore.
So I got to block 2 of these.
Yep.
So I got a wing. Oh no, I got a plucky attitude. I got a plucky attitude because I did not roll a shield.
Yes, you did.
Yes. I can reroll all of my defense dice. You know what? I'm very torn here. I don't know what the math is on because I got to reroll the skull, or not the skull, the wild if I do plucky attitude.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if it's worth. You know, I got winged tokens. Go big, go home.
Yeah, that's fair.
So plucky attitude. Okay, and then winging it token. There we go.
Got it.
So I'll live with. I only took 1 damage.
You take 1 damage, but you're going to be poisoned and incinerated.
Poisoned and incinerated.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, but at least he survived. That was kind of the important part. We're going to activate Rocket after much deliberation, and we are going to do a plasma rifle into Lizard there. Good old 5 dice. Rocket. Still not really doing much of anything. You're blocking it. Do I want to do anything here? Maybe I spend the power to do a Hadron Enforcer into you. How much life do you have? 6?
I have 6, and I have thick hide, so I take 1 less damage.
Yeah, I don't think a Hadron Enforcer... Because I can't push you away or anything like that. So I think what we're going to do is we are just going to 5 dice you again. Yeah, let's just 5 dice you again.
Okay.
That's a little bit better. And is it to a minimum of 1?
To a minimum of 1,
okay.
so I'll take 1.
Yeah, I'll take 1 point of damage. And that is Rocket's activation. Lizard is really enjoying this book of his.
Yeah, books taste great.
Books taste great. There we go. Into Rocket. That's definitely cocked. It was cocked. Yeah, go. Really.
Yeah.
There we go. Yay! Same result.
Can't change the past.
And then cover. We'll turn this into another block somewhere along there. Yeah,
Yep.
there we go.
That sounds
we'll call
good.
that a block. Apparently Rocket is immune to the power of words, and he just wonders what Lizard is just babbling on about right there.
And yeah, I guess I'll do a tail whip now.
All right. I forgot you have an attack that's range 3. 3 damage. I need to block at least one of these, and then cover will block the other one.
And I'll Oscorp.
Oh. Okay. All right, so I'll take 2 points of damage. Rocket is still standing with 1 health remaining, though. At this point, I'm actually going to pass, because you have 2 activations remaining. I only have... Oh, no, I have 2 activations remaining.
Oh, yes.
So I can't pass. So Star-Lord. Star-Lord wants this objective. I guess this is time that we're going to try and take Goblin out.
Okay.
So we will... What will we do here? We might do a hit and run. All right, so can't do a hit and run there because I won't be able to be within range and stay on the objective. So we are going to start with, I think we're going to do, let's just try and guarantee this as best we can. We're going to spend 3 for a full auto.
Okay.
And Star-Lord is choosing violence. I think that was a crit.
That was a crit.
Yeah, that was a crit there. Yeah, that's Goblin dazed.
Stop, he's already dead.
Well, he's just unconscious at this point. I'm not going to bother putting any of the conditions on you, even though I only got 1 condition. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to move him up to there, because I think... no, still within range 2. Darn. I was hoping maybe I'd be able to like get cover from you as well. But I think that's where we're going to end Star-Lord. Looks like we got Doc Ock up next. And Troop, where's he going?
He's going into Groot with a just a normal strike, 4 dice.
Alright, he's becoming a woodsman.
Yep.
Alright, I got my 4 physical against this. This is physical, right?
It is. It sure is.
Alright. Bring it on. Oof.
So that's currently 5.
Did you get your flurry?
I don't have a flurry. Well, it's flurry of arms. So each wild counts as 2 hits.
Oh. Okay, so only 5. So Groot is still standing after this no matter what. And I'm going to block 3 of it. I'm okay with that. I'll take 2.
I am going to...
You want to Oscorp this one? Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
The Oscorp just keeps rolling the same things.
So you'll take 2, I'll gain 2.
Yep. You're going to gain 3 because you also rolled a crit. Yep.
And then I'm going to unleash some arm lasers onto the lovely Steve Rogers.
On to Steve Rogers. I want to make sure Steve survives this, so I will spend 2 for a Vibranium Shield.
Okay.
Just to make sure that I don't want the same thing that happened to Steve that happened to Gamora.
That's very reasonable.
Where you just absolutely dumpster her.
Okay, here we go then.
I chose poorly. And I'll block the ever-living bejeebus out of it. Actually, no, it's not the ever-living bejeebus. Wow, even with 6 dice, I only blocked 2. Whew, that was... Oh my goodness, I think I did make the right decision here.
And then using Doc Ock's really, really long arms, he's going to patch up our dear friend up there, Black Swan, for 4 health.
Yeah, because you got a whole bunch of power for that. How much power did you have after hitting Groot?
7.
7 power? Whew.
Yeah.
Then you spent 3 for that, and then 4
3
more.
3 and 4 for the thing, yep, so...
Oof, okay. Alright, we're just going to move Steve right back here, I think. And I know this seems cowardly for Steve, but there is a very angry lady up here that is going to cause some problems. And I think Groot might be a little bit better to try and tank this damage because he's still on his healthy side. But that's where Steve's going to end. All right, Black Swan is activating, and what I didn't expect, we have some I-beams coming.
Yeah.
I thought we had some other shenanigans.
Freaking laser beams.
Laser beams. Okay, roll your crit there. That's not too shabby. I'm blocking one of it at the moment. I'm not going to bother winging it just yet.
Okay.
Now, you do have Oscorp weaponry.
So I've got...
You also have Pierce.
I've got Pierce going on right now.
So honestly, you don't care.
I don't care, yeah.
So you're going to deal 3 points of damage to me. So Groot takes 3. Oof.
And becomes incinerated.
And becomes incinerated. Are you going to I-beam him again?
I think I might. Yeah.
All right. Bring it on. Hopefully I get lucky. I'm only rolling 1 die now.
Very lucky. Very lucky.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm not going to bother winging it on that one because even if I get the success, you got the Pierce. Yeah, Groot is down. The book gets dropped, and I think you measured it that you wanted it to drop like right there.
Yeah. Which I think is literally just out of my range, but yeah.
Oh, you could drop it a little bit further, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, you can drop it within range.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Then I will spend 1 and I'll pick it up first.
Yeah, that makes sense. I wasn't expecting Groot to get hit that hard from the I-beams.
Neither was I.
That was painful. That was very painful. I think what happened is I forgot that I forgot that he only had 2 energy.
Yeah. I knew it was weaker than his physical, but not that bad.
Oof. Well, nice way to end the round there. So let's do the recap. So at the end of the round, actually quite a bit is happening again. You have dazed Groot, and I have dazed Goblin over here.
Yep.
So we both dazed somebody. You took out Gamora, I think, this turn, or was it last turn?
I believe so, yeah.
Either way, you've taken out Gamora, which is a big deal. And let's see here. I'm sitting on 1, 2, 3 canisters here, and 1 book. So I'm going to go up to 12.
Okay.
You are sitting on 1 canister and 1 book.
2 books.
2 books?
Yeah, Wizard and...
So that's going to bring you up to 9.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to bring us to the end of round 4. So round 5, Guardians still have priority. I think this is going to be an important round. Alright, so during the power phase, we got a couple things going on here. I got some winging it tokens to put out. I think Steve, Groot, and Star-Lord are getting it. And then Goblin, I think, actually has an ability that we'll have to check out as well. So Goblin, on his injured side, rolls 5 dice. Hit crits and wilds.
Hits crits and wilds on stable psyche. So I'm going to get
3 power. That's not too shabby. That gives Goblin 7 power. I think Goblin has to die.
I don't like that.
Alright, so I think for the first activation, I got to take care of Goblin.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that. So we're going to do a full auto into Goblin, which is going to be a 7 dice attack here. There are no wilds. Jeez. Let's see. You're blocking 3 of it. I'm dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's not be greedy. Take the 3 damage.
Okay.
And we're going to spend 3 more power, and we're going to try and get that last 2 points of damage off you.
Okay.
In the box. Oh no! I got some winging it tokens at least, though.
Stopping 1. So
that's the last 2 points of damage. Because 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So that is going to be taking care of Goblin. Got very lucky there with that last roll. But that's very important because Goblin was about to go on an absolute bender of a tear if I had let him. Thankfully, I did not. Black Swan is activating, and Troop, what are you doing? Are you using the power of words against Groot?
Yeah, but this time it's from someone who probably doesn't even know the language. It's Black Swan.
All right, I got a whopping 2 dice against this. Bring it! All right, I feel okay about this. Woo!
Take 4.
I'm just going to take 4. Yeah, I'm not going to bother winging it just yet because I want to be able to get full advantage out of it.
Okay, and then I'm going to I-beams.
I-beams! Alright, I got 2 dice against this. Oh, phew. Whew. And, you know what? You got Oscorp weaponry still, don't you? Oh no, Goblin's gone.
Gone.
You don't have any of other attacks, do you?
Nope.
Okay, you know what? I'll take the damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the damage, gain the health, or gain the power, because that puts me at 10 health, or 10 power.
Yep.
So Groot is not happy, but he's got a lot of power to do things with now, which is very good. I know what I got to do with Groot. He's just going to move up to where his base can't get him through. And and then what he's going to do is he is going to spend 5 to do an I am Groot into Doc Ock there. So there's going to be an 8 dice, big old 8 dice attack with hopefully a throw. Oh, there is actually a throw and a stagger. Come back here, you. In the box. Groot is choosing some violence a little bit here. I got some winged tokens as well. So you're not blocking any of it. I'm dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage. That is enough to daze Doc Ock, it looks like. Before damage is dealt, I do get to throw you medium. So we're just going to throw Doc Ock right over there. He'll take 1 collision damage from the car, but he's not. Well, yeah, he will gain power for that one because he doesn't. The throw happens before the damage is dealt.
It doesn't matter because it all works out to being the same at the end.
The thing is, oh yeah, I guess so. I guess you're right there. And then.
Oh, actually, I have brace. Well, it doesn't matter, but I have brace. I could have stopped that car damage.
Yeah, I suppose you could have. It's funny. We actually had a bunch of throws, and none of us have actually been throwing anything this
First
game.
throw of the game. All right.
And then Groot is going to spend 2 power to regain 3 health. And just be a perpetual thorn in the side. And that's where he's going to end his activation, I guess. Over to Lizard, who just keeps reading from this book. All sorts of gobbledygook coming out of him. I don't think Rocket's standing up from this one.
It's only 3.
I didn't give him a wing and a token. So Rocket's down. So he is dazed. Book gets dropped. Where do you want the book to go? You can't pick up another one.
I think I'm going to put it over here on this car.
On the car? Yeah, looks like it. Bam, right there. And now you have a movement that allows you to get on there and take an Infinity Serum formula from me.
Yeah, and I'll just move him.
Just get him within range 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Forcing round 6, it looks like. Steve is just going to activate once, and he's just going to get up here just to get cover. And because I don't think... No, you know what? Even if I was within range, I don't want to give extra power to... My whole thing has just been making sure I don't get everything dies over there. And I think that's actually been very, very key to how I've been doing this game. It's been very key. But that is going to be the end of it. So we're going to go into round 6 with Spider Foes having priority.
Yep.
So you do get a good chance to get some work done here. So that's actually very important. So in the cleanup phase, I'm controlling 1 and 1, and I have no books anymore. So I go up to 14 points. You have, what, 2 books and 2 points. So you go up to 13. So it is still anyone's game, actually. A lot can really happen still going on here. So yeah, as we go into the next turn, because I have a whole bunch of injured people here, and you still definitely have some fight left in you. All right, it looks like Lizard is going to activate, and you're just going to try and eat a rocket?
Yeah, so I'm spending 3 for Cold-Blooded.
Okay, what's that do?
It's going to be a Strength 7 physical attack, and if it deals damage, I'm going to give you Bleed and Slow.
Okay. Okie dokie then. I will block 1 of it, and Rocket will die.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just that. There is nothing more going on there. I needed to block 2 of it to live, basically, because you did what, 4 points of damage?
4 points, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't have a wing in it token, so.
No.
Yep, so Rocket just goes down. That's actually a very important thing right there for you.
Yep, and then...
Is he just going to sit there and consolidate?
Yeah, he'll consolidate. He'll just...
Yeah. Yep, that makes sense. All right. All right. There is a very narrow field for me to do something here. So Steve is going to do, I'm on your left. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with I don't like bullies. And yeah, we're going to do an I don't like bullies. So this is going to be 7 dice. There's a crit. And And you're blocking one of it.
I'll pay 2 for Midnight Field, 1 for Root, 1 for changing that to a blank.
So you're going to take, let's see, you've blocked 1, so you'll take 3 points of damage.
That's correct.
Okay. And I don't have the power to do anything there. There's no throw, no nothing there. And Swan has what, 3 health left?
3 health left.
Stars and Stripes. Oh, wait. No, I've already passed up the opportunity to do my winging it.
Okay, let's see if you can use it here.
Crit. Okay, go for it. So let's see. You're only blocking 3 of it again. So I will daze you.
But I've got my Midnight Field.
Yeah, that's great. I still do 4 points of damage.
That's enough to daze me.
Okay, that's good. I was worried about, like, did I need the wild off there?
Yeah.
Or did I need the flurry, basically?
You don't have the power to pick. Oh, you've got.
I do because I just got 3 power for it.
Yeah.
So Steve is going to spend 1 and pick up the book. That was actually a huge deal. I think that was my only win condition right there, and I did just enough damage. And I still have my wing it tokens to use on defense here. But that was actually huge, very huge. Doc Ock is activating.
I've got some omeleses.
Going into Steve.
No.
Going into Groot.
Oh no, going into Steve. Yeah, it's definitely Steve.
You need to get the book.
Yeah, I need the book.
Yeah, you need to get the
Want
book.
the book? Read the book. Love the book.
This is your big attack, right?
It's my big attack. 6 power.
Yeah, I'm spending 2 for extra dice here.
Yeah, and I got a Wild Pierce.
Okay. Okay. I block with barely style.
Okay.
Yeah, thankfully the pierce didn't go through, but Steve is going to take nothing.
Okay, and then I'm going to do it a second time.
Oh, you had the power to do so, eh?
Yep.
Oof. Okay. Although I feel pretty confident I should be able to survive this.
Hope you don't.
I say overconfidently. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm good there. So that's not enough to take Steve down, which is going to bring me on to my activation. Groot's just going to walk over there, and we'll just end it at that point.
Yep.
Because during the clean phase, that was a very tight, wild end of the game right there.
Yep.
For the last round, I'll score 1 point, 1 point, and 1 point for 3, which will put me up to a total of 17. You will score. You got what? A book and thing. 2 points, which will put you to 15. So very close game.
Very close.
Very close game. So for everyone watching, it's going to be 17-15 for Guardians of the Galaxy. We are going to jump into our after action report, so if you want to take a look at that, the link is in the description below. Otherwise, leave your comments below. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave your comments, your likes, all that sort of great stuff, and we will see you next time. Happy wargaming.